talk to you and basically post a video basically to explain to you a bit more about the Roland GW8. I wanted this keyboard so that I could use it as a backing track keyboard for my family band that I play with. And if you'd like to come over, bring the camera over.
Here we go. So I wanted to know if this keyboard could actually cut it as a sequencer. And I want it to be standalone because I really can't get on with that computer stuff. So I like to have hands-on experience and use my keyboard skills to make a track. So here I go. So I press song, record, then part view. Then I go down to this here. Now what this does here, this creates a new song for me. So it does explain all this in the actual manual. So I'm going to do that. So I've got a new song. So now I've got all my parts are there. I use the cursor to go to that part. I'm going to start with just a basic piano. Now I can select the pianos by going to there and doing that, as you're probably aware of. So I like that piano. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set the speed. I think I might go back to there. Maybe go like that. And I'm going to set the tempo for about 136. Right. So now I'm going to press song record. Now this gives us the real time, which means that I can just make one part at a time. So I'm going to go back to there like that. And then I'm going to then go to the quantizing input. Now I'm going to do this as a little bit of a boogie woogie. So I'm using the 8th quantize with the T. I suppose that does stand for a bit of a swing. That's what I use anyway. So I've only had this keyboard about a week, so I'm just guessing. Now, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to now use that. That's my count in. So I've got it set now. The sequencer is now running. Track done. Now I'm going to go back to my other part again. It's just quite fiddly, but you do get there in the end. So now I'm on part 2 now, and now I'm going to pick a drum kit. So I'm going to get some kind of drum kit going here. So now I like the drum kit to move up, so you get it set there, so your bass drum is there. That's okay, but I like to move it down an octave so I can pick. So there my drum kit is there. Right. Now I will talk to you also about how you can actually, I'm changing the quantizer, how I can actually mix it, because that was a bit of a mystery to me as well. So now here we go. So let's try that. So basically it's like a jam track, as you can probably tell. So now I'm going to pick a bass. Now unfortunately you can't go straight to bass, so you've got to fiddle about and get your bass. Now I like 202 and also I use 203 as well, but I'm going to use 202 because that's quite a nice sound there, and obviously it works with the, if you just like just a little, and then you get a nice thump if you do it. So it's pretty much like a response, like a real instrument. So I'm going to go to the quantize, that's already set for me, and now we're going to start doing this. Now as you can tell, it's quantized what I've done so far, and it's quite tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to part view, and now if you could just quickly zoom in onto this. Now I'm going to part view here. The express there, as it says, that is like my volume. So basically I'm going to mix this down. So now I'm going to play it now. So the piano, so that's the piano. going down. So now I'm going to mix the bass, because I don't like the bass too loud. I like to feel the kick drum. So already there I've mixed it, and you can pan and put reverb on. Yada yada. This is all, you know, relative to what your preference is in your mix. So now I can restart that, and I can play something over the top. Now I'm going to go to my favourites now, and I'm on my song still. Yes, I'm on my song. So I'm going to go down to here, and I'm going to select an organ, which I quite like. So now I can play that. So that was a bit scratchy earlier, but it's quantized it, it's made it very pretty. I've mixed it. Now, if the camera can come over, I'm going to show you how I will save that. Now, the easiest way to save it is to press right. And what I do is I'm going to go down, use the cursor, and I'm going to go enter. And now I'm going to call this something like ABC. So it's going to be simple as that. And then, that is really simple. Press enter once, then again, it's written it. And then I can then go back to my previous tracks which I've recorded. At the moment I'm on my song, so that blue light there indicates I'm on my song, so then I can scroll through my song and I can go like that. What I did earlier. Is the fact that I can show you what I've basically saved in my user preset for sort of like a backing track, like drum machine rhythm thing. Now I don't particularly like all these styles. You hit a button, I don't like all that, it's too busy and false. So I knock off the style button, which is just located there on the backing type, and I just knock out that, so that's just the drums now. So what I've done is I've used a split, so I've got the finger master down there. And a little trick actually, if you want to split it somewhere else differently. At the moment it's split there, but if I wanted to split just down to there, then I hold the split, and I found this out just by messing about. Then you hold the key you want it to split to. Now that's instantly changed to F3. So now, and now I've got the bass here. You can jam with people. If you are doing a gig with just a drummer, then you can have the bass here. So okay, is that? So let me just show you what I'm going to do. So I've got the start sync now on. So I'm on country, and I'm going to go to my user, and that is also country as well because I've saved it in there, so I can quickly go from one song to another. Now, so I've got that on the sync start, so I'm going to go. mind of its own. Now the other one I was going to show you is loads of stuff I've saved in here, but you can obviously adapt different beats to different songs. There's a nice shuffle in here, I've got to say, and I quite, it really gets me going. And you put some headphones on, you're away in somebody else's world. But this is absolutely brilliant. So you can, fiddle about, and it's great because it gives you an opportunity to play with a track, and you can provide the bass yourself. And I can remix that, so the bass isn't that loud, so now I can turn it up. Turn the piano up. Add some reverb. So that's basically it from me.